What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Fallout 4 Mods Weekly. If you guys have never seen the series before, basically this is a series where I show you guys some of the best mods to come out for Fallout 4 each and every week. We did get a pretty good and interesting mix of mods this week, definitely a diverse bunch. And actually, just a little side note, if you are a PS4 user, I encourage you to watch to the end of this video. I'm going to start doing a kind of little special PS4 user segment at the end of all these mods weeklies, simply because I feel like you guys haven't been getting enough attention, so I do want to show you a mod that I think is going to be worth it download at the end. With all that being said, if you guys do enjoy the content, I really encourage you to consider subscribing, but with that, let's just jump right into it. So the first mod I do want to show you guys is going to be the Bozar. So this is going to be an automatic sniper rifle, originally making its appearance in Fallout 2, but then also appearing in Fallout New Vegas through the Gunrunner's arsenal. Basically, what this sniper rifle is all about is it was meant to be a high caliber, high damage sniper, but it did kind of get turned into an automatic weapon. So this is going to be by Mike Moore, and he has made quite a few different weapon mods in the past. Not all of those had the highest texture quality. Fortunately, this one actually does look pretty cool. It is without a doubt a pretty unique weapon. It definitely stands out from every other weapon out there, because again, you're going to be firing like 308 rounds and some of the different very high caliber rounds, but you're going to be firing them very fast and doing a lot of damage that way. I personally found myself using this more as like a little bit of a longer ranged assault rifle, if that makes any sense. It does definitely fit into a pretty interesting role, and frankly, I do like its addition into the game. It doesn't have a ton in the way of customizability, but I feel like that actually ends up being okay, because you do have a bunch of different receivers that does have a bunch of different ammo types, so you can change what kind of caliber you're going to be firing out of this thing. And on top of that, you do have a bunch of different scopes. So if you want to have it as kind of a shorter range rifle like I'm using, or a long range proper sniper, you also do have that option. So up next, we do have a new mod by Eleonora, and that's going to be Dustworth. So they're going to add in a new Eyebot companion, and it's meant to be kind of a very proper and maybe even a butler-esque companion. I don't know why, but for my download of this mod, the monocle didn't actually have its texture, so it is that purple texture. Not really sure what happened there, but regardless, Dustworth is going to be fully voiced.
There is only one cure for hair like yours, my dear. It was invented by a Frenchman. It's called the guillotine.
Having a bunch of different voice lines, although he doesn't really have any interactive lines, so he'll say different things, but when you're actually talking to him, he's not going to say things at you in his custom voice. Regardless, again, I actually do pretty much like him as a companion. He does get the job done, although he doesn't do a ton of damage. He definitely is a pretty interesting guy to have. He makes some funny, witty remarks every once in a while, especially while you're in combat. At the end of the day, most companions are kind of just pack mules, so he does definitely serve that role well. Plus, you know, if you want to have a nice swaggerly companion, this definitely fits that role. Maybe if you throw on a nice suit yourself, you're definitely going to go through town feeling like, wow, people are going to be paying attention to you too. So next up, we have the lever action rifle reload fix. So it's actually going to be a pretty major mod. Basically, if you guys remember back to the old lever action rifle, no matter how many bullets you used or how many bullets you had left in your inventory, you would always go through the full reload animation, loading back in 5 new bullets. Well, now with this reload fix installed, you're only going to reload as many bullets as you have to. So if you fire once or you fire twice, you're only going to load 1 or 2 different bullets. It's making this gun, honestly, in my eyes, much more usable, because previously in combat, even if you only fired a few times, you would sit there reloading for so freaking long, and it got very frustrating to use this weapon. Honestly, in my eyes, this is something that should have kind of just been in the game from the beginning. I don't really understand why Bethesda would have shipped the new gun with the DLC without this kind of implemented with it, but I guess laziness overtook them. There are a few different bugs when using this. Sometimes you'll only load 1 bullet and it'll count as a full 5 bullet reload, as well as sometimes when you're aiming down your sights, you will just kind of get exited from it instantly. But honestly, the lever action rifle is one of my favorite guns in theory, and now this actually gives me a reason to go and use it. I do definitely like this change, and I definitely think it makes the gun much more cool and definitely, again, much more viable. Next up, we have Diamond City Expanded. So this is a relatively simple mod, but a pretty cool one nonetheless. Basically, it's going to add in a bunch of new housing and NPCs to the outer parts of Diamond City. So considering Diamond City is kind of one of the only real main city centers we do have in Fallout 4, I honestly expected there to be a little bit more there. It does feel pretty small when you actually explore around it a little bit, and after a few visits, you definitely get to know all the different NPCs, and again, it doesn't really feel like a city, like a central hub of trade and all good things going on. Well, this mod's going to help balance that out a little bit. Now again, on the outer parts, you're going to find a bunch of different housing. It almost feels like slum housing, and a lot of these do have fully workable interiors with different NPCs having their lives go on. I definitely think this is a good mod to download. I actually didn't really get a huge hit to my FPS, only lost 1 or 2 frames in Diamond City, but it definitely made the city feel much more lively, especially as you did have a lot of these different NPCs, and a lot of the added NPCs walking through, you saw new and not familiar faces, which I thought was pretty cool. I'm really excited to see where this mod goes in the future, but for the time being, again, I think it's a good mod just to download to spice up a city that you probably spend a lot of time in. So last but certainly not least, we have the Wasteland Ranger outfit. So it's going to be a pretty cool and new outfit mod. Basically, it's going to be for male or female characters. There's no real discrimination there. The primary difference being on the male version, you don't actually have a cutoff shirt like you do on the female version. I actually really like this outfit mod. I really like outfit mods of this style. It kind of has a very Wastelander feel, but kind of almost a hybrid military to Wastelander feel. The outfit has a ton of different accessories, making it really feel like you are in a post-apocalyptic or kind of warring setting, which obviously does fit very well into Fallout 4. Everything from this is extremely high quality. It definitely looks very good on your character, and I think it could look very good on a ton of different characters. Again, it just fits into the setting that Fallout 4 does provide very well. All around, definitely one of the better outfit mods to come out of recent times. I think it might be a potential replacement, at least for me, for the Rebel, which I know that's a high order to say, but I actually really like one thing about this is the base outfit is only the shirt and the pants, and then all those additional accessories are again accessories and going to be occupying standalone armor slots, so you could take those off and replace them with some other things if you'd rather something else. I really like seeing outfit mods that take advantage of the modular system that Fallout 4 does offer, especially because you can mix and match and kind of create your own outfits if you have multiple mods installed. So now for the part that the PS4 users can view. Basically, I want to show you guys Scriptinators. This is actually a mod that's exclusive to PS4, so I can't actually show it because I only have a PC. Regardless, what this is going to allow you to do is place down an object to run custom scripts and basically use a lot of console commands like we have on PC and some of the other cheap mods on Xbox One. You're going to be able to do things like give yourself different perks, spawn in some different settlers, add different weapons to the world, and stuff like that. It's very cool and it's very easy to use. You can basically do everything I'm doing in this video. I know a lot of PS4 users don't check Bethesda.net regularly because, you know, there's not a lot of mods coming out for that platform. So at the end of each of these mods weekly videos, I do want to just include one PS4 mod that I think was pretty cool. Obviously, I can still include PS4 mods in the regular episode, but I just want to make a specific spot for you guys. Regardless, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy again. If you did make it to this point in the video, comment gas mask down below. As always, I thank you guys for watching again, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.